Alright, hey, what's up guys, it's Axtronsit here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a review of the Ghost Recon Future Soldier controller for the PS3. Alright, first thing off is that I should have done an unboxing, but the fact is that I forgot about YouTube when I was unboxing it, and I just tore the box apart, and I'm going to be reviewing a bunch of stuff that I think are good and bad about the controller, and if you should or should not buy it. So right now I'm only showing it off right now, showing all the things that you probably can already see. Alright, so first thing off, I want to say that this controller looks completely badass. Just it cost about $52, I think, and which is about the same as a controller for a regular PS3, and I thought I should get this because just looking at it is amazing. It looks completely badass, and we'll see if that actually works. Okay, so let's start with the pros. Some pro things that I like about this controller are the ergonomic grips. As you can see here, you can't really see what it's made of, but it's like some plastic rubber, which is really good and holds firm. It has it on both sides, the left, right. Second thing that I find really useful are these things, the flat tops right here, the triggers. And another thing is that this is extremely useful. As you can see here, they're not like the other regular PS3 cable controllers, in which they go kind of semicircles. These kind of curve inward. Alright, let me see if I can take out another one. Wow. So this is my old controller. I've had this on for a while, and as you can see, if anytime I go get something or I lay it down, it throws a frag grenade or something like that. So, you know, but with this controller, if you lay it down, you can see that they won't go downward because of this sharp spike that you have there. Firm, which is very useful. Another thing that I like, well, this has to be one of the most best features that they have, is these things right here, the combat buttons. Don't know if you can really read them, but you basically just switch this little pointer thingy to whatever you want. So right now it's at, let's put it at square. It would do the same thing as a square here, except you press it with this combat button here. So anytime, let's say you want to reload, but you don't want to get your hand off of this thing like this, you could just simply tap the button in the back and it would do that. And they have two of them. One is for the square, triangle, circle, and X. The other one can be used for the D-pad. But I like leaving it at the low sensitivity function, so it gives you a nice shot when you're using a sniper. It's made for snipers. So let's say you're gonna use a sniper, you would get a more accurate shot when you press this, because it's kind of like the sensitivity lowers and you won't move as much. So it'll be a really accurate shot. Another pro thing that I kind of like, well, I do like it a lot actually, is the LEDs. The LEDs look extremely badass. Just take a look at this. It's not really a feature. Well, yeah, it is kind of a feature, but it's more of a, you know, badass type thing than something that's actually useful. Maybe at night if you're playing it, that's the only way it's useful. Turn that off. You could turn off right now the controller's off. You could turn it on by pressing on. The LEDs are still off. Then you could put the LED button, which is the last one. Now let's go over some cons. There's not very much cons, but trust me, the cons that it does have are really bad ones, which can affect the gameplay. First of all, let me say that this controller is super thick compared to the regular PS3 one. Let me see if I could actually lay them side by side. Here's one, right? Now this one, I'm too used to the feel of this one. If you take a look at it, it fits nice and firmly on your hands. The curves are nice, the grooves and everything. But this one, it's a lot more bulky. And if you take a look at it, it resembles more of a Xbox controller than a PS3 controller. So let me compare them side by side here. So you can see that this one is a lot bigger, bulkier, which is kind of bad for me. I'm not too used to that big bulkiness, no homo. So that's kind of hard to get used to. Second thing is that these are so annoying. It has the concave joysticks shaped kind of like an Xbox controller, but as you can see, the original one has convex, meaning it goes outward. This one goes inward, which I don't like. Another thing is that it has like a glitchy thing with the D-pad. So if you would press up, sometimes it would go to the side. So you have to be like really careful where you press. You kind of have to press it at the side at an angle or something like that. Another con feature that I do not like is these joysticks. Something about these joysticks is, other than the convex and concave thing, is just not good. I feel like if I move it too little, slightly, it doesn't move at all in the actual game. If I move it like this, it moves too much. So it's kind of hard finding that midpoint at which to move, because they're so rigid, and then, you know, they come back really fast, opposed to this one where, you know, it takes some time. And another thing, let's see, what's a con feature? Let me see if I can think of any more. The bulkiness is probably what affects it most. Let me compare them side by side with the back really quick. Here you go. As you can see, this one is a lot fatter right here. Look at this bulkiness compared to this with the nice curves and the grooves. You know, you can see this inward shape that it has here. And then, you know, this is kind of lessened here, which isn't very good. So, I have been playing with this controller for a day, and man, I have to say that I have not gotten used to it. It's really hard to get used to that thumbstick thing that I was saying, that where it moves too little, you don't move at all, move too much, it moves too much. It's really hard getting used to that. So, even a whole day, man. Well, not an entire day, maybe like 2 hours played. So, if you should buy it or not. Money wise, it costs, I think, the same as a regular PS3 controller. So, money wise is not a big issue. Playable wise, I have to say, if you manage to get used to it, I'm telling you, it's gonna be really hard to get used to it. Unless you play Xbox and you also have a PS3. I only have a PS3. I do not play Xbox. It's hard getting used to this feel of the concave, the bulkiness, and, you know, this sensitivity stuff. If you manage to get over that, then you should totally buy it, especially because of these nice combat buttons. So, buy or not buy, in my opinion, if you have an Xbox or can get used to it, as I was saying, just buy. If you don't, if you really think that you won't get used to it after seeing this, don't buy. Second thing I would like to say is that, guys, I ordered my Hauppauge HDP VR today. It should be arriving. No, I didn't order it today. I ordered it a long time ago. It should be arriving today, June 6th. And I'm not sure why it hasn't arrived yet. Mailman, whatever. Another thing that I would like to say is, would you guys like for me to do a review for the Triton's AX 720s? A lot of us in Axe have these. I was the first one to have these. Axe Rancid here. And, you know, whatever. That's pretty much it, YouTube. Thank you for watching. Rate, comment, and as always, subscribe.